Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, May 25, 2022. There can be some unpredictability or minor tensions in spots today. Expressing appreciation for someone's input can help you rise above these things. There can be a tendency to focus on what's not working rather than what is, which can be fine to a point, but taken too far, it becomes counterproductive. If you encounter this energy coming from others, try to steer conversations to the positive. It's not about avoiding problems but rather about reminding yourself or others of the positive side of a situation, which can be harder to see now than on other days. From the minor frustrations today can arise some wonderful new insights. There can be a feeling of moving forward with someone or with a relationship. You can feel passionately committed to someone or a special project. This can be a wonderful time for a feeling that a friend or partner has your back, and you may show your own protective feelings towards someone. Going with the flow is easier said than done when you're so specific with your expectations. Whether consciously or unconsciously, be mindful of what's expected versus your current reality. Single or already taken, there could be some idealizing with regards to your connection, and though there's nothing wrong with indulging in the fantasy of it all, things aren't necessarily as they seem. Then again, with the moon in Virgo activating your stability-seeking second house of comfort, money, and value systems, you're also grounded when it comes to your desires and endgame. The key is to harmonize both of these energies. Now is the time to consider transforming your career path through various measures. New ideas are coming to fruition with Mercury in Pisces sextile Uranus in Taurus. Mercury is visualizing all the ways you can secure the best investment and even how to turn your assets into a profit. This fantastical thinking is then challenged and encouraged to radically take off with Uranus's innovative input. You may find that your financial and professional transformation will begin taking place, thus affecting the trajectory of your career path. The catch is being open to new directions. Today's moon in your income sector was always going to energize both sides of the financial fence, but this could have far wider implications. This is something that always had the potential to act as a trigger, but the moon's friendly aspect to planets across the solar system allows this to potentially act as a trigger across the income, work, and career fronts. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. If you've already learned something about letting go, then you'll be in exactly the right place to receive something new. Otherwise, you'll have a little lesson coming. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. A breakthrough and a breakdown have more similarities than differences. There is much to learn from failure, and much to consider once success has been achieved. You cannot do enough to instill within yourself a core of regularity. Perhaps this is already recognizable in your life. But could it be a healthier core? If morning coffee is a ritual, would you consider changing to tea? Green tea? If the pattern is to be 5 minutes late, can you change it to 5 minutes early? Don't let your financial situation get you down. Even though it can be easy to become overwhelmed and to feel as though you're not able to do anything to help yourself, this is never the case. You always have options, no matter how bleak things can seem. Today, the essence of this vibration can give you an added advantage in thinking of new and innovative ways to better your situation, whatever condition it is in. Spend your energy problem solving, not worrying. To have the moon in Pisces during Mars' last full day here is not only giving you a better read on his warrior and competitive spirit, but on where to channel this. While Mars will leave tomorrow, he will leave behind Neptune, the planet of dreams, and the asteroid Juno, the queen of commitment. This allows the moon to give you an intuitive read on how to make Mars' final hours in your sign count, but also of the planets that will stay on to keep his energy and momentum alive over the long haul. Having the moon in Pisces during Mars' last full day here is helping to fuel his passions and warrior spirit, and with it the spirit of romance. At the same time that the moon is catching up with Venus, it is also forming friendly aspects to forces on the romantic and adventurous fronts, adding their influence and Mars' passions to the mix. Our eyes in the sky. There are good moods all around, and you could be feeling particularly social today and ready to share your positivity with others. You and your loved ones will support each other, so spending time with them now can be especially rewarding. You might even find that you look better than usual too, so don't be surprised if you're really feeling yourself today. This is an exceptional time to get together in a large group, plan a trip with other people, and organize regular gatherings moving forward. This is great energy for doing charitable works, donating your time, and working on behalf of others. The moon links up with Uranus tonight, and the energy is still sociable, but it's more suggestive of old times and memories. It's a great night for a small gathering around the fire pit to recap your group's greatest hits. Intuition is strong, but the emotional intensity could cloud your judgment. If you're under work or other pressure and unable to socialize, you could experience some mood swings. Just try not to behave in a way you might come to regret later. Why do we allow emotions like guilt or shame to isolate us? Yes, our past is unique. No one else has the same lens on reality because no one else has lived identical experiences. Yet, while our history might be our own, we can still find relatable ways of sharing our stories with others to inspire communion, compassion, admiration, and respect. Fortune might land in our laps. Although luck appears randomly, it is the result of good karma gathered from previous deeds. Enjoy this magical moment. Mid-afternoon, the moon aligns with Neptune, continuing the day's dreamy vibe. At best, this aspect will bring out our compassionate side. At worst, it can find us becoming lost in illusion. When Pallas aligns with Chiron, we perceive the magnitude of this truth. Pain, although uniquely experienced, is universally understood. The gulf we perceive between ourselves and others is not as wide as we believe. The patterning of our wounds becomes defined during this transit, and our strategic approach to healing empowers us while inspiring those around us to resolve their own pain. Are we keeping organized? Are we being mindful of the details? However, Mercury in opposition scrambles our ability to express ourselves. We forget the minutiae, and our interactions become laden with misunderstandings. Frustration is the result of this cosmic clash, so give the time-sensitive deeds on your to-do list a bit of extra padding and prepare for 1 or 2 awkward conversations.